What is up, YouTube? It's your boy King Cobra strolling out and about, and a lovely evening stroll with my pipe and my gentleman's cane. Yes, got my pipe full of some tobacco, and I got my gentleman's cane, and well, I'm taking a stroll over to my homie's house. Check out the new bandana that I got. It's pretty sick. The one I had a huge hole in it, so I couldn't really wear it anymore, you know. Nothing you can do about it. You know, I pretty much wear the shit out of my bandanas, you know. I wear my bandanas till I can't wear them anymore, and well, that last one I had a pretty big hole in it, so I got this one right here. And yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I like it. It's got skulls, you know. Yeah. But anyways, about to reach 6,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's what's up. I never could imagine myself with 6,000 subscribers, but there you go. I'm like 30 subscribers off from having 6,000 subscribers. That's a lot, you know. I remember when I first got like 5,000 subscribers. That was pretty insane. But then in a couple of months, I've damn near got 6,000 subscribers on YouTube. That makes you think, doesn't it? Yeah. All my hair's down. I don't even have it in a ponytail at the moment. So no ponytail, just all hanging loose, you know. One of the nice things about having a tobacco pipe is if you're out of cigarettes, if you yourself are out of cigarettes, you can raid an ashtray, you take the cigarette butts and break all the tobacco out. You take the cigarette butts, break all the tobacco out of them, and then stick all that tobacco in your pipe and you're good to go. You're not sticking someone else's used cigarette butt in your mouth, and you're still getting nicotine. You know? So, yeah, the paint job on this is pretty fucking sick. I did a good job repainting it, the cane part of it. So the other day, I walked into CY liquor store. They have like a little bar attached to it, and when they're closed after 10 or 11 on weekends, you can go in through the bar entrance to get booze from the liquor store. And I walk into the bar, and the bar's got some hot ass chicks in it. I'm just like, yeah, buddy. And then I had my cane with me. Yeah, I had my Cobra cane with me when I walked into the bar to get some booze from the liquor store. Well, basically, I ended up getting like 3 Old Englishes, you know, 340s basically. But long story short, I had a bunch of chicks checking out my Cobra cane. Oh yeah, they're like, "I think sick," and I'm just like, "Well, thank you, thank you." Told them, you know, I ordered it online, and then I repainted it. Hell yeah. So the other day I got off of work, and I was crossing the street. You know, I was smoking on my pipe. Had some tobacco in there. And I got to the other side of the street when this happened the other day, mind you. But yeah, the other day I crossed the street, had my pipe in my mouth, trying to get it going. Had some tobacco in it, you know. And as I was crossing the street, somebody basically yelled out their window, "Quit smoking pot, you asshole," and then drove away. Like, I don't know what the fuck this person's problem is. I mean, do you think I'm stupid enough to smoke pot in public? Really? Do you think I'm that stupid? And the answer is no, I'm not. You know, it may be legal here next year, hopefully. There's a good chance that marijuana might become legal next year in Wyoming, which would be sweet. But as the person was driving away, I shouted at him, "It's just tobacco, you asshole." Well, I didn't quite say it like that. You know, as the person was driving away, I'm like, "It's just tobacco, you fucking asshole. Why don't you get out of your car and say it to my fucking face?" And then I proceeded to pull my knife out of my pocket. But of course, like every other shithead in this town that talks shit to me in their car, fucking drives away like a bunch of scared little bitches. That's all they are. You know, and I have to realize that it is to be expected when you have long ass hair and you smoke a pipe. You know, you smoke a tobacco pipe and you got long ass fucking hair, people are gonna assume you smoke pot. You know, it's not necessarily a bad assumption, because when you look at facts, YouTube, marijuana is literally, if you want to call it a drug, I personally think it's a plant like tobacco. But you know what I'm saying? Like, marijuana is one of the safest drugs out there. It is almost impossible to overdose on. You would literally have to smoke, let's see, yeah, you literally have to smoke 4 to 8 times your body weight in weed just to receive a very small lethal dosage. And by the time you got, most people, if they smoked a whole pound in one sitting, I guarantee to you, most people, if they smoked their first 2 pounds in one sitting, they'd be passed out, you know? What I'm saying, YouTube? But it is what it is, YouTube. I mean, like I said, if you got long ass fucking hair like I do, and you smoke a tobacco pipe and you're out and about smoking your tobacco, you know, people are gonna assume it's pot, because of your fucking long ass hair. There's nothing you can do about it, you know? Instead, I should have been a smart ass. You know, when that guy was shouting out his window at me, I should have been a smart ass. I could have shouted back, "Whoa, bro, it's just tobacco, man. Chill the fuck out." You know, because this guy just randomly yells at me when I'm across the street already. Like, seriously, YouTube, you know what I'm saying? I happen to know for a fact that, you know, there's one thing that marijuana and tobacco share in common, and that if the tobacco is super moist, you have to continuously light it to smoke it. And because of how sticky cannabis can be, with cannabis, you have to continuously roast it to a point, you know, like if you're smoking out of a pipe, for instance, and you're smoking weed out of that pipe, you have to continuously roast it to get anything, you know, unless of course the weed starts rolling, then you don't have to light it so much. But it's like, you know what, I have Asperger's, I have cataracts, I have OCD, you know what I'm saying? I have Asperger's, I have cataracts, I have OCD, I have ADD and ADHD, I have Tourette syndrome, I have depression, OCD, like I mentioned. I also have cataracts. All of those things that I mentioned can be treated with cannabis. Now, marijuana does not cure autism, unfortunately, but what marijuana can actually do for people with autism, YouTube, is it allows them to function at a much more normal rate. I find that whenever I've smoked pot, it allowed me to temporarily turn off my autism, if that makes any sense. And it's wonderful, you know. There's times I don't mind having autism, you know. There's times I do not mind having Asperger's, you know. The creative aspect of it, you know, I'm a very creative person. And when it comes to my passions in life, like my music and my guitar playing, having Asperger's allows me to excel, because people with Asperger's tend to fixate on certain topics, and usually when somebody with Asperger's fixates on a certain topic, you know, when it comes to that certain topic, they will definitely excel very well at it, you know. And but then there's times where I fucking hate having Asperger's. And one thing, oh, there's several things I hate about Asperger's, but there's one thing I hate about having it. The one thing that I truly hate about it more than anything else is the social aspect. In all sincerity, YouTube, the social aspect of having Asperger's kind of sucks, because, you know, people with Asperger's syndrome are just horrible in social situations. You know, people with Asperger's do not do very well in social situations. So because of the Asperger's syndrome, I struggle with things like finding a girlfriend and fitting in socially. You know, that's where having Asperger's sucks, you know. Another thing I hate about having Asperger's syndrome, YouTube, is in the past, whenever I've had a crush on a girl, I became obsessed with that person. And when you have Asperger's syndrome and you like something, you become fixated on it, as I mentioned before. And unfortunately, that doesn't exclude women, you know. In the past, whenever I've had a crush on a woman, you know, I'd become obsessed with her, and 95% of that was my Asperger's, and the other 5% of it was just my natural heterosexual lust, you know what I'm saying? And here's the kicker of it, YouTube. I'd love to have a girlfriend, you know, if I met a girl that I was physically and mentally super attracted to, and she felt the same way about me, and we just clicked, hell yeah, that'd be awesome. But at the same time, I don't want kids, you know, so it's like I get rejected by every girl I crush on. So, you know, when I know I'm an attractive bad boy gothic musician, YouTube, I will be the first to acknowledge it. But when you get rejected by every chick you crush on, you don't feel so attractive. And lately, these last couple of months, every time I start to crush on a girl here in town, you know, it's a force of habit. I automatically assume she's taken, and I back off. I'll start to try, you know, I'll start to flirt just a little bit, and then force of habit kicks in, my lack of self-confidence kicks in, and I tell myself, quit wasting your time, she's taken, she's not going to be with you. And I end up just giving up then, you know. And there's been a couple of occasions where that little tidbit has saved my ass on the dating scene. You know, I go into a bar, sit down, have a couple drinks, whatever, you know, and I'll see a chick that I find attractive sitting at the bar, and I want to go talk to her and be like, hey, what's up, you know. But then in the back of my head, I think to myself, nah, she's taken, don't waste your time. But then the other side argues, dude, get up your liquid confidence and go talk to her, you know. And then while I'm sitting there having this back and forth conversation inside my head about what to fucking do, I look over and the chick's got a boyfriend. And it's like, and then I hear the one side of that argument saying, I fucking told you so, I fucking told you so. You fucking ugly ass piece of shit, you're never gonna find anybody. Just stop fucking trying. So now it's become like to the point where I still find women attractive. Okay, I do. That's never gonna fucking change. But it's gotten to the point, YouTube, where I feel guilty about having crushes on women. Like I'm not worthy of it, like I shouldn't be wasting my fucking time. Because I already know the fucking answer is gonna be no. That if I hate being rejected by the opposite sex and I don't want kids, I should just stay single, and then I don't have to worry about fucking tree branch. This fucking tree branch smacked me, now it must fucking die. There we go. Me and my badass Cobra King took care of that shit. Fucking tree branch wants to smack me again. I don't think it's gonna happen. No, but for real, YouTube, I'll admit it, I have no confidence in myself when it comes to dating. And I'm also kind of shy around women. I try not to be, I try to be confident, but sometimes it's easier said than done, Like, legitly, YouTube, sometimes it's just easier said than done. And if you get rejected enough times, eventually you'll quit trying. I guarantee it. It's the same for anybody who's had nothing but shitty loser significant others. If you've had nothing but shitty dating partners versus somebody who gets rejected all the goddamn time, I guarantee you that even though one person might have had more experience than the other person in that situation, I can almost guarantee you that the person who's had nothing but shitty loser pieces of shit significant others and the person who's had nothing but rejection from the opposite sex, both these people are going to be thinking, you know what, fuck love, I'm going to do me and do what I do, But anywho, this is King Cobra JFS with another video. And you know what? If a girl pops into my life, awesome. If not, it's whatever, It'll happen when I least expect it if it is meant to happen. So check out my awesome food challenge when I hit 6,000 subs. But anyways, yeah, I'll check y'all on the flip side, yo.